Hi everyone, it's me again. Today I will talk about the white cane. I will tell a little bit of the history, and then I will give also a little bit of my personal experience. But before that, I would send a special greeting to my friend Diego Angel and to his foundation in Colombia. And obviously everyone is welcome to comment and to give some ideas or opinions on or share experience in my videos. That would be very helpful for me and all community of blind and visually impaired people. So in the history, the shepherds would use the canes to walk and to travel around. But it turned with the time into the symbol for blind people. In 1921, a British person, James Biggs, declared himself as an inventor of the white cane as a symbol of the blind people. He had an accident and he lost his sight, and he had really hard time to walk around his home because of the increasing amount of traffic. So he got an idea to color the cane white so the drivers would be able to detect him easier. So that's why he's assumed to be an inventor of the white cane. Well, the white cane has several functions. One of them is for short for us to give us opportunity to be independent, to walk around independently. And while some people tend to say that the white cane is an extension of our eyes. Why? Because the end of the cane gives us information that our eyes can't give us. And the second important function of the cane is that it gives information to everyone around us that we can't see, so they take certain precautions. It's really an amazing tool. It helps you to move around independently, to travel, to do many things alone. But I had a really hard time using it for the first time. I know it sounds very ridiculous, but when I was losing my eyesight, I got an image, a really funny and ridiculous image into my head, and it was Mr. Bean with sunglasses, with white cane, and with a guide dog. And obviously it was made for people to laugh about it, but to me it was just, I don't know, humiliating. I was ashamed of, I don't know, many negative feelings, and I would do whatever needed for me not to have to use it. And while I got in touch for the first time with this tool in Mexico City, when I went to a center, to a rehab center, and the psychologist received me there, and we spoke a little bit, and then she said, well, if you will come here to learn different things, you will have to walk around alone. No one will hold your hand and take you from class to class, so you will need the white cane. Well, actually, let's go and buy it. I freaked out really badly because I really wouldn't want to use it for anything in the world. But the store was right in that center, and she took me there, and the person that was selling there, well, showed some options to Diego, and Diego, I don't know if he read from my face, and well, he knows me quite well, he saw I'm terrified. I didn't even want to touch it, so it was horrible. I never went back to that center for several reasons, not only because of the cane. No, it just was very far away from my home. I didn't know how to go around on my own. Diego was working, and it was actually not in the safest parts of the city, so I never went there. The second time I got in touch with the white cane was when I moved, and there's a foundation for kids. So through a very weird coincidence, I was teaching English there for some time, and the owner of this foundation told me, you know what, we'll have to learn how to use your white cane to be able to come and go alone, because your husband won't be always able to accompany you. And she lent me a cane, and she gave me like a 2-minute class with the cane. We just did like quite a kind of a square route in her foundation, and that was it. Those were my classes of using white cane. I didn't want to use it. I just folded it in and I put it to the backpack, and obviously I didn't use it, and I just had it at home. And it was really difficult for me to to think about using this cane, because I would do anything in the world to be able to avoid this, and I was even willing to crash into the people because I didn't see them, and I would prefer that someone would think I'm drunk or I'm high or whatever than having to use this cane, because you show to the whole world that you can't see, and that to me was so hard. I really couldn't do it. But one evening actually, we walked from our house to the house of my brother-in-law, and when we were already at the fence in front of our house, I turned around and I grabbed the cane and I unfolded it, and Diego said, "Are you going to use the cane?" I said, "Pretend you don't see anything." And I was still having emotionally hard time using it. But that day I noticed that it was much easier for us to walk this way, because before Diego would have to tell me, "Go up, go down, careful, a stone, a hole," and he couldn't obviously tell me every single detail. I got frustrated and afraid that I would maybe fall if he doesn't give me the complete information, and it was really unpleasant and frustrating for both of us. And I just realized, even though I have never taken any classes except of that 2-minute square route with that woman, I realized that it's much easier to walk if you use the cane. And what I did is I grabbed Diego on his right shoulder, and I was walking on his right side, and in my right hand I would have my cane. So the cane would give me all the information I needed when I had to go up and down, if there was a hole, and it was much easier to walk this way. So since that day on, I won't say the cane is my friend, or I don't know. We still don't have the best of relationships, but I'm very thankful, well, that this tool exists, because this way I can safely walk around. And of course it gives us the opportunity to be as independent as we want to, and also other people that are around us know that we can't see, so they can either help us out or avoid us if we are walking on the sidewalk or something like this. And besides, for those that want to have the guide dogs, you have to know how to use the white cane to be able to apply to have a guide dog. So if you would like to have a guide dog, you have to use your white cane first. You have to know how to use it. So that was my experience and a little bit of history about the white cane. You're invited to leave the comments below the video, and see you here next Thursday. Bye!